Welcome to Silent History, a place where the past is uncovered slowly. If you enjoy careful evidence-based journeys into ancient landscapes, consider subscribing. Tonight, we return to Giza. But not to the pyramids you already know. Before the pyramids, for many years researchers have focused on the 4th dynasty, Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure. But evidence now suggests that the story of Giza did not begin with them. It began earlier, much earlier. Scientific studies of sediments from the ancient Khufu harbor have revealed something unexpected: spikes of man-made copper contamination, not only from the 4th dynasty, but from earlier periods, late pre-dynastic, early dynastic. The data is clear. People were present at Giza before the Great Pyramids were built. The problem is visibility. The archaeological footprint is small. But that is exactly what we should expect. Why early evidence is rare. The pyramids were not isolated monuments. They were part of a massive construction zone. Temples, causeways, queens' pyramids, mastabas, worker settlements, royal residences. The plateau was transformed. Older structures would have been destroyed, buried, or built over. Still, some traces remain. Early dynastic tombs to the south, a wadi cemetery to the west, fragments of pre-dynastic pottery, clay ceilings, and possibly more. Turning to the central field. Now we shift focus to the central field at Giza. In the Old Kingdom, this area was a quarry. Later, it became a mastaba field. Rock-cut tombs, royal officials, 5th dynasty burials. But beneath this later use, there are signs of something older. Some limestone bedrock shows evidence of being worked before the 4th dynasty, then reworked later. And the key clue is a very specific design. The palace facade decoration. 2 rock-cut tombs stand out in the central field. The tomb of Kunkawaz and the tomb of Kai. Both display a feature known as the palace facade decoration, a design of repeating niches. Symbolic, formal, powerful. According to research by Alejandro Jimenez Serrano, this motif did not originate in Upper Egypt. It appears to have first emerged in northern Egypt during the pre-dynastic period, with influences from Mesopotamia. The settlement of Mahdi near Giza shows strong trade links with the Near East. Canaanite imports, shared styles, cultural exchange. This was not a remote backwater. The palace facade likely symbolized an emerging elite, a ruling class before the unification of Egypt. Later, dynastic kings adopted the symbol for themselves. The tomb of Kunkawaz. Kunkawaz was a powerful royal woman, possibly a queen in her own right between the 4th and 5th dynasties. Her monument stands on the edge of the central field. And it is unusual. It resembles a 2-step pyramid, fully cased in fine white limestone. But beneath that casing, something unexpected appears. A large palace facade decoration, carved directly into the bedrock along the southern side. This creates a problem. Why decorate a surface that would later be hidden? Why carve elaborate symbolism onto stone meant to be quarried? The answer may lie in geology. A natural escarpment. Geologist Colin Reeder identified something critical. The southern edge of the tomb was once a natural rock escarpment, a cliff-like edge formed long before quarrying began, always exposed, never cut. This means the decoration could predate the quarry, predate the tomb, predate the pyramids. It may have been carved onto a natural landscape feature. Not a building, but a boundary, the tomb of Kai. Nearby, the tomb of Kai shows a similar pattern. Palace facade decoration on the southern and eastern sides only, facing the wadi, facing the Nile. Not random. Later modification saws changed the structure. Mudbrick additions covered parts of the decoration, and crucially, the decoration was not continued on the newer masonry. This suggests the decoration was already old, no longer meaningful to the tomb's later owner. Even more telling, adjacent tombs were built against an already eroded facade. This implies a long passage of time, not years, but generations. One continuous decoration. Reader's geological analysis reveals something remarkable. The decorations on Kunkawaz and Kai may not be separate. They may be fragments of a single, continuous facade, carved along the edge of a natural escarpment that once ran across Giza. A monumental statement, carved into the landscape itself, facing ancient waterways, visible to travelers. What did it mean? At Abydos, palace facades face the Nile Valley. At Giza, they face the wadi and the river. This may not be coincidence. The decoration could have marked territory, power, authority, presence. A visual declaration to those moving through the land, and who lives an elite of pre-dynastic Lower Egypt. A ruling group, later absorbed or replaced during unification. A deeper past. Other clues align with this idea. The grotto inside the Great Pyramid, the early phases of the Sphinx enclosure, the first stage of the Sphinx Temple, and the massive spike in copper contamination between 3185 BC. This was not a small settlement. Major activity was taking place. Colin Reader places many features in the Second Dynasty. Others may be earlier. But either way, the conclusion is clear. A much older Giza. The history of Giza did not begin with the pyramids. They were built on top of something older. Something already important. We are only beginning to see the full picture. And future research may change it again. Thank you for watching Silent History. If you value careful analysis over easy answers, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. History does not disappear. It waits to be seen.